Hello, hello. Well, here we are. We're live. No script. No pre-planning. Story of my life. As you can see, the time is woohoo 10 to 10. Been up about 15 minutes. And without sounding big-headed, I would like to say I look how I feel today a lot better. A lot further away from the fear, a lot further away from almost convincing myself that another seizure was coming. It feels good. The idea this morning was to get up and film just as I got out of bed. That's when a lot of my seizures seem to happen. The deja vu comes in the morning. I feel a bit of fear in the morning. I try my best to live without fear. It can be hard. For me, first thing in the morning, I wake up and my mind is fresh. It's like a piece of paper, a canvas. So I try and be conscious of the first thoughts that I let go into my brain. I try and be conscious to not think about certain things, but you also have to be conscious to not think about not thinking about certain things. The mind is the mind is a beautiful thing. Humans as a race, we are incredible. But when you're lost in those thoughts and you're lost in your mind, it's not amazing. It's not incredible. When you forget your thoughts and when you drop into the floor, it's far from incredible. It's scary, those last lot of seizures. I'm not gonna lie. I know when they're bad because I lie there crying. I cry for my children loads when my seizures are bad. The last time I remember crying for my children, it was the time before in hospital. That was more, I was crying for them, but it was more when I woke up off one of my other seizures. I couldn't remember my children. I couldn't remember any memories. I knew that I had two daughters. I knew that I had Kyra and Amaya, but everything was gone. All the thoughts, all the feelings, all the memories. Even all the tension with social services, I had to be reminded some time ago about a lot of things. This last lot of seizures, I spent days just watching through my Facebook, and for all the times and things I posted on Facebook, and people would say, well, I agreed with you, I disagreed, it was really good, you're making your life worse. Without those memories on my Facebook, I would have found it a lot harder to come back out of that rabbit hole that my seizures take me into. Not just the seizures that you have to overcome. For me, myself, it takes my mind just as long, normally just as long as I seizure for, it takes my mind just as long to come back to normal. And it's hard because the first few steps on the outside, you're physically awake, you're talking, you feel better because you've been so bad the days before. But you know in yourself that you're nowhere near good, you're nowhere near better. It's more than overwhelming, but it's something that I will live with. This is something that I will overcome, and I will be there for my children. Despite the best intentions of other individuals, and that wasn't a dig at my children's mother, not in the slightest. We do have tensions at times, we do have disagreements, but you know, that's my children's mother at the end of the day. She gave me my two beautiful bambinos. She also gave me a lot of happy years in my life, and for all the ups and downs and the heartache, and the fact that we don't agree. We have different views of society. She now agrees with the social, I disagree. I don't really like mentioning the guy's name, but I don't like Tommy Robinson and their views. My kid's mom likes Tommy Robinson and likes views. So as parents, we've become very polarised, very different, and at times there's been tension. There's been a lot of tension. But yeah, I'll overcome this epilepsy. I'll get back in my children's lives, and I refuse to have my children's mother as the enemy. Even though I don't agree with her at times, and even though she could do more in my view, that's only my view. So And that's part of the trap. We're supposed to not like each other. We're supposed to not get along. Everybody in general, like lads, they want us to walk down the road and look at each other and be like, what? The thought of these people in power of us just walking down the road, like, hi, hello, all right, lad. What's happening, pal? Good to see you, mate. All the best. That's not what these people in power want. So, which is another message that I often bring. So, good things ahead. Good energy ahead, good times ahead. Hopefully no more seizures. Hopefully carry on using my cannabis oil, due to make another batch today. Some more beetroot and carrot juice, really working for me. Anybody out there struggling, who's looking to go down a route that's not medication, I strongly advise you, don't just rely on the cannabis oil, don't just rely on, I don't know, Dave, Paul, Peter and Rupert saying, well, this worked for me. Get out there, find what works for yourself through trial and error. Teach yourself. There is an abundance of knowledge. And my view of how I'm confronting my epilepsy, I'm trying to now put that view onto my general outlook in life, like learning things, overcoming things, not getting drawn into that negative energy, trying to see things for what they are, despite the trap that we're living in. Not always easy at the best of times, not even harder when you're having seizures and forgetting things. People in my family think it's absolutely hilarious that when I came round off this last bout of seizures, I didn't even know that I had any confrontation with the social services. I laugh because that's my sense of, I think, like the severity of everything that I've gone through. Yeah, I've been through some really tense moments with the social, and that is a typical reflection of, you know, I laugh, that's how I cope with things, but in that moment, that's a typical reflection of epilepsy. You forget everything. It's as if for me, it's as if my mind is a library, and when I have a seizure, all the books fall off the shelf. Now, the first part of the seizure is to acknowledge where the books are. Then I have to put the books back on the shelf and try and put them into order. But in the meantime, everything could fall off the shelf at any time and I could lose it all. And just as much as I keep everything safe on the shelf, there's no consistency. I could have something safe for a considerable amount of time, like I did. I think it was about 140 days since my last seizures. Was doing really well, was feeling better than myself. Did have that feeling that this could go wrong, you could have a seizure, which is understandable with epilepsy, but I did hope for the best. And when I woke up in hospital this time, I was scared, I was worried. I was very concerned that my oil wasn't working. I'm very concerned that I might have to consider the medication, but thankfully, like they've said, the last bout of seizures are because you've had a virus. There's not really much you or anyone could do about that. And reassuring, and reassurance is most definitely what you need when you're suffering with epilepsy. Reassurance, a lot of love and support. And before I go today, I'd just like to say thank you. Thank you for the people who were there for me. You know who you are. I don't have to start, quoting people. People get a bit humble when you start mentioning names. Sometimes other people start gossiping as well, as if it's like, what is friendship to some people is gossip and rumours to others, and what is good to some of us. Some people always find negativity. But before I go, I would also like to say, going through a time in my life when I feel like very weak, very vulnerable, this is a time in my life when you're starting to realise that age-old saying, you're looking round who your friends are, and well, when you get to your early 30s, you're lucky if you've still got friends. Real genuine ones anyway, who haven't stabbed you in the back. But noted the ones who aren't there, noted the ones who aren't helping me, and noted the people who are actively trying to work against me. Social services are trying to say I'm not having epileptic seizures, that my mental health is deteriorating, I'm mentally unstable, I'm refusing to conform, and they're saying I'm on the verge of a big breakdown. So, hello from the other side. See you all soon. Have a marvellous day. I think I'm that happy and that full of energy. I'm not even sure if I've kept everything on point today or on topic. Sorry. consumes me positive energy. I just, when you've not felt enough of it for so long, and you've felt so much negative energy, and you've tried so hard just to pick yourself up, and do you know how good it feels to go for the shit in the morning and not have a seizure and not get fucking deja vu sat on the toilet? I just want to go on a big run and climb a big tree or something. I'm not like that, so I feel alive! See you all soon anyway. Have a marvellous day. Thanks for your time, thanks for your support. One love, one life, live it.